What's up, Clashers? It is Wiggy here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to farm millions of loot in just minutes in Clash of Clans. So this utilizes the BAM attack strategy, and if you're unsure of what that stands for, it stands for Barbarian, Archer, Minion. And the idea behind it is since you're using all 6 of your barracks, rather than just the 4 for regular Elixir, you will be able to attack a lot more frequently. Now I'm also going to show you guys one that works just as well, but it will take slightly longer, and this is for those of you that don't have Dark Elixir or don't want to use Dark Elixir when you're doing your attacks. So keep that in mind, guys. The BAM strategy is going to be quicker than the Barbarian, Archer, Goblin, or just straight up Barbarian, Archer. This way you're not using Dark Elixir, and I know some of you may prefer that, especially those of you that are actually looking to farm Dark Elixir. So before I show you guys some attacks, what I want to let you know is probably one of the most important tips when doing these strategies. If you're in Clash and you're planning on doing a long sesh and you got a lot of time, so you're going to do lots of attacks and you're just going all out, maybe you're having a marathon, whatever, that's when this strategy works the best. It works the best when you can attack more frequently. If you're not planning on attacking too much in the day and you have longer times between your attacks, then it's more recommended using something like my easy farming strategy, if you guys saw that one, that utilizes giants and wall breakers, because although it does take slightly longer, you are able to get a lot of the loot that's in the center of bases and storages. It is a lot harder to get in the center of a base with this kind of attack, even with rage spells. So this is more for those bases that you find where players have not been playing the game for a long time. So what I mean by doing all your barracks, so let's say we are doing the BAM strategy. So what I like to do is I'll take 2 of them and use them for straight barbarians, and I'll fill them all the way up. And then I'll take 2 more and I'll use those for archers and fill them all the way up. And then with my dark barracks here, you just want to train as much minions as you can. This means while you're leaving and you're attacking and you're using troops, you're also getting troops trained. And when you come back, you'll have quite a few of them, if not half your army camp, already full up again. And then it's only a few more minutes before you can go ahead and attack. Now, this is probably the most important part of the strategy, and why it works the best is because you're able to attack so frequently. So although you won't be able to get all of the loot that's in storages or anything like that, the attack time is a lot quicker. So as long as you're finding bases where a lot of the loot is stuck outside in the collectors, you're going to be good to go and you'll be able to get a ton of loot this way. So let's get started with some attacks here. Now the other strategy that I talked about, guys, is pretty much the same thing. It's the same idea. You're using your troops and you're just trying to get the easy loot that's unprotected in the collectors along the outside of bases, or just within a little bit of protection. So when you're using those 2 troops or those 3 troops, instead of using the BAM strategy, just try to split them up as best as you can amongst your barracks, and then that way, again, when you're coming back from attacks and stuff like that, you'll have troops ready to go. The amount doesn't really matter here. It's mostly about just getting troops as quickly as you can and attacking as quickly as you can. So you'll notice on this base, he does have a few of his collectors a little bit protected behind walls. Now that's not a huge deal. Since archers can shoot over the walls, you can use your barbarians to distract and use your minions to fly over. If you don't have minions, then again, use your barbarians to distract and your archers to shoot over. Goblins will only go for these collectors, so it's really effective to place a bunch of them in the same spot while using some barbarians to distract. They can break through a wall really quickly and then get to the storage that way as well. Now, you're going to see me utilize a rage spell here. I highly recommend bringing rage spells because it can definitely help you getting to more of the storages or deeper protected loot in bases. I also recommend bringing lightning spells, and I'll show you guys why a little bit later. So now you can see me utilizing my hero here. Heroes are a big part in this because the way you can sort of use them is you can kind of use them as tanks, but you can also use them in the end just to make sure that you're getting 50%, or if there's any storages that are sort of behind walls, the queen is definitely your friend because she can shoot right over them. So all 3 of these attacks that I'm showing you guys were within 35 minutes, and when you're at a good trophy range for your town hall, you'll definitely be finding loot like this. I'm a town hall 9, so I get a decent penalty when I'm trying to find bases. This is also a town hall 9, so there's no penalty here. But if you're a lower town hall, you actually get an increase in the amount of loot that you can take. Keep in mind, guys, you're not getting all of this person's loot when you attack them. Some people think that it's not even close to all of it. If I have 2 million gold in my storages, someone will probably only be able to get about 200,000 at most, and it really just depends what town hall level you are in comparison, because there is that drop-off range. And that's why people don't try to rush town halls these days. It's because when you're farming, you get a bonus if you're attacking a higher level town hall, and you get a little bit of a penalty if you're attacking lower town halls for loot. So finding the optimal trophy range can be quite difficult, and I find it fluctuates, especially for me. So what I recommend doing is just do your normal attacks, see what you find, and if it's worse or if it's better, then obviously you're doing something right. But if it is worse, then I'd recommend going up in trophies. Usually the higher in trophies you are, the more likely you are to find good loot. But at the same time, the lower the trophy range you are, you're more likely to find people that haven't been playing the game for a while. So there's kind of a split there. I find that some people in Crystal often find master level players or high level players that just sort of stop for a while. Here you're going to see me utilize a lightning spell, which I will talk about in a few seconds. But finding the optimal range for you does take a while, guys, and don't expect it to happen right away. If you're not finding bases and stuff like that, just play around with it, because you will eventually find a trophy range that works for you. Right now I'm in about the 1900s, which I find Gold 1 and Crystal 3 are really good for Town Hall 9 players right now, but sometimes it really just boils down to the elements of luck, because finding bases like these isn't always easy, but trust me, if you're determined, you will eventually find them. So to talk about lightning spells, when you're doing this strategy, a lot of people bring lightning spells, and the reason is since you're using minions, if you are doing the BAM strategy, minions cost Dark Elixir, and you kind of want to replenish it when you're attacking. So this guy, for example, has 897 Dark Elixir, which is enough to warrant actually attacking his base. But I don't really look for it so much, just because I find that it does go up and down, and especially with the collectors, the Dark Elixir collectors, I don't ever find that I'm struggling to get Dark Elixir. So with the lightning spells, if you have pretty upgraded level lightning spells, you can use them on storages or the collectors, and if they are pretty full with Dark Elixir, you will get quite a bit. This one, for example, I wouldn't get that much, but most of it was in his collectors. But the ones where they have really stocked full storages that you can see, drop a few lightnings on it and you're definitely going to get some Dark Elixir out of it. Alright guys, thanks for watching this. If it helps you out, don't forget to share the video and like it and all that good stuff. I'm going to do more of these videos. If you guys want any more helpful tips or anything like that, let me know in the comments what videos you'd like to see. I love doing these and I love helping you guys out. And like I said, those 3 attacks were all within 35 minutes and I was able to get millions of loot in just a few minutes in Clash. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.